All right. No intro music this time. We're just gonna hop right to it because I am about 10 minutes late. I apologize. I was busy, as usual. I could say that any fucking time I'm late to a stream, but I was trying to sort out some stuff, Cyber Monday deals and stuff like that, and just in general, I was sort of running around a little bit, and also, my, I was watching. We had Godfather on in the living room, so I was like, you know what? Let me just briefly pop into Godfather because it's such a classic. But it reminds me whenever I think of Godfather, specifically Godfather, the series, I think to myself, well, what's a series that's been a trilogy at some point where the third movie didn't suck, right? Like what's a series where the first movie was really good, the second movie was like the peak everyone remembers, and then the third movie, or at least the original third movie, was like way later and was not nearly as good, right? So like for example, Terminator 1, hit or miss, right? You could remember it, you might not remember it, whatever. It's a movie that happened, etc. Hello Ash, I hope you do feel better, by the way. Hopefully things are going well, right? So like Terminator 1, kind of forgettable, but not bad. Terminator 2 improves on it every way possible. The original Terminator 3, complete dog shit, just fucking terrible, right? And we actually have to leave Monteriggioni. Star Wars, Viv says, right? So, like, the original Star Wars trilogy, in my opinion, even though everyone, says Return of the Jedi wasn't as good as Empire, I think Return is fine, right? I think a lot of people are just very anal about Star Wars. Even the original trilogy purists are just very specifically anal about it. I think that's probably an original trilogy that's okay, right? Even the prequels. I think that Attack of the Clones was kind of meh. I know a lot of people bring a lot of derision to Episode 1. I actually like Episode 1. I know it's not perfect. It definitely has pacing issues, but I think Episode 1's fine. That's one of the rare trilogies where the first two movies are kind of meh, but the payoff in the third movie is really good. Which is kind of interesting how different that is compared to most, like, trilogies. But even Assassin's Creed, like, if we want to talk Assassin's Creed trilogies, right? So, like, even the Ezio trilogy. This game, by far the longest. You could tell they weren't sure, like, if they wanted to make a direct sequel, probably, right? It goes all the way through the life of Ezio. And they were probably like, well, people like it so much, let's make another one. We know we were cooking, right? Like, back then, game developers knew when they were just straight cooking. So they were like, fuck it, let's make another Ezio game. Actually, should we go to Tuscany and do the glyphs? We should do that. San Gimarnango. What the fuck is this? Is this Tuscany as well? Am I bugging? Yes. Okay. Let's just go to Tuscany. We'll do the glyphs real quick. If you want to go over like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3 and kind of skip Brotherhood or mentally merge Brotherhood with this game, it's kind of like, okay, well, 3 wasn't as good as these two by far, right? When you go to the Layla trilogy, it's like, see, the Layla trilogy is weird because I feel like each game does something completely different. Actually, we should probably go spend that while we're dicking around. Each game in the Layla trilogy does something completely different compared to the other games. So that's why it's so weird to even, like, judge them, really. It's like, I think the story is pretty good between them all. Valhalla's biggest selling point is its story, basically. Like, without the story, Valhalla is just a really, really shitty sequel. But then there's certain things like being able to run during the loading screens, right? Like, you're actually in the Animus. Being able to stand up from the Animus, which was something introduced in Brotherhood, that's actually missing from Odyssey. You cannot stand up from the Animus in Odyssey. It's not possible. There's a codex page we can grab in a minute. Okay, here you go. Here's one. Santa Maria Assunta. Dude, I hate these guys. There's a reason they got rid of them. In fact, there's actually a mission in one of the Ezio games where you openly, like, mock these dudes. Because they were, back then in the 2010s, the humor was pretty on point. So, like, they knew people didn't really like them, and they were, like, a constant nuisance. So they had a mission where Ezio dresses up as a bard, and you're, like, saying jokes like, oh, I hope someone kicks me in the balls. It's you know, it's just that kind of like Mass Effect 3 style humor of just dicking around. Oh, here we go. It's right here. What? He doesn't have anything to say? Keep on seeking and you'll find. First plucked from a tree guarded by a snake, its powers perform miracles, then worn across the ages, torn asunder, hidden under a sea of red. And they make all these weird sound effects. I'm assuming that it's inside the bag, right? Plucked from a tree. There we go. Jesus Christ at the Last Supper. Dude, you could not have made this about any other religion. Seriously. You know, like, you want to talk about Christian passivity? You could not make this about any other religion in history, period. You would either get sued to oblivion or you would get completely death threatened. It's so ridiculous. Oh my god, another one with Jesus. Wasn't it in this one? I kind of remember it being in this one. Oh, Lord. Hannibal and Carthage. I guess we're looking for anything with a snake metaphor as well. Snake or apple. Christ disrobed. Torn asunder, right? Like, Christ disrobed? No. Okay, well, it's not. Prometheus, Greece. Okay. Well, obviously, this is meant to be a last... I cannot believe they have Last Supper. It's the Shroud? Oh! What the fuck? Red. Red. Holy shit! They were referencing the Shroud in this game? You know what it is? They probably reused it later. That's exactly what it is. They took it. What? That looks like an assassin symbol. What the fuck? Yeah, it's the Shroud. Holy shit. That's crazy. Wow, you barely even get to tell what's going on. It doesn't even make sense. Even the 20 clips together don't make sense. It's just, they're completely just, they have nothing to do with each other at all. Alright. Is this a separate building next door? It's an assassin's tomb. Let's grab this. Yeah, so what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to change the order of streams. From now on, Friday and Saturday are going to be Assassin's Creed 2 days. Those are the days where I have the shortest time to stream, but it's also hopefully the days where I'll be able to make the most progress in the games in particular. Can I climb? Oh my god, Ezio, please! Stop. So I'll probably do that going forward. And then Saturday, Sunday will be Rise of Ronin. Fu Manchu. Good old days game. Yeah, just something from... When did I play this? I played this, like, holiday season of 2009. So yeah, it is one of those good old days. That will never return, mind you. I'm kind of playing this as, like, a massive Assassin's Creed Shadows cope. Because the more I read about Assassin's Creed Shadows, the more I'm just like, damn, bro, this game is actually cooked. And it's not even out for, like, another... Remember, it was supposed to be out by now. We were supposed to have played it at this point. Like, it was supposed to be November 14th, and it got pushed because because Outlaws was so bad, they had to go back and, like, fix Outlaws. And by fixing Outlaws, I mean they literally had to remove stealth from the game. All mandatory stealth in Outlaws has been moved. Yeah, it's gone. By the way, welcome to the stream, Fu Manchu. Yeah, so, like, it's probably getting de-woked, probably not. And that's the thing, like, I do think there's a little bit of unfairness, because it's like, okay, well, is it impossible to have Yasuke be a character in a game like that? No, but usually in Assassin's Creed, you don't play as the historical figure, so that kind of rules him out of being a major character, like a playable character, you know? And, like, as I deep dove with some of my friends, a lot of the dates in Assassin's Creed are not correct. Right? Like, they're just intentionally not correct so it can make sense within the grand lore of the franchise. But, like, we know why they're doing it. This is, like, the most obvious, like, we know why they're doing it. We know how they're doing it. It's not like some master-level secret that they're trying to pull off. Like, you know why they're doing exactly what they're doing. Oh, let's find the other ones first before I do this. So I'm just playing these just to kind of get a good basing, and also because I haven't done a playthrough of this in 15 years, as weird as that is to say on the channel. There you go. Might as well do this. I haven't done a playthrough of this in 15 years. The only playthrough I've done of it is literally in 240p, so I might as well replay it. These games are good. They're not that long, though, admittedly, like compared to, let's say, Odyssey, which took me over 100 hours of straight gameplay. This we're like 6 hours in. Like Odyssey, 6 hours in is like just scratching the surface, which is why I look so fondly on it, man. Yeah, it would be like if you could play as Leonardo in this game. To my knowledge, you almost never, ever, ever play as a historic character in an Assassin's Creed game. And if you do, it's very limited, it's very restricted. You know, it's supposed to be like a whole clandestine thing. You know, you're not supposed to play as the actual people. But do I think that they're going to de-woke it? Maybe. Probably not. So, we are coping a little bit on every one of these streams. That's totally fine. There you go. You can barely see it. Yeah, Eagle Vision isn't that helpful. It's not like Detective Vision in Batman. You could play the whole game in Detective Vision. Odyssey? No, Odyssey's the Greek one. Origins is the desert one. I've done full playthroughs on all 3 of the Layla games because I enjoyed them so much. Which is the sad truth, is that I enjoyed them so fucking much, man. They're good. Like, within the lore of the series, it's good. I enjoy it. You know, I'm not a Black Flag Ezio trilogy purist. I give them their dues. I will 100% give them their dues. Right. I cannot believe they let me get that, even though he was already alerted. Yeah, see, it's weird. Am I gonna get this dude? No. Because this dude was already guarding, so they would not let me insta-kill him. See, Origins just needed that power system. It needed a way to heal, even if it was only a heal button. Origins is very weird combat because you cannot heal in combat. You have to get a bow that has heal on hit, which is like a very awkward thing to use. That's probably the #1 thing I don't like about Origins, even though theoretically Origins has the best story of the 3, because it actually is like a direct reference to so much, which I like about it. I'm pissed that the game set in the Orient and you can't play as a native. Well, you can. You play as, what's her name? And that is one thing where people are being a little bit unfair. You can play as, the lady. I don't know her name, because everyone talks about Yasuke and only Yasuke. You could play as, what is it? What's her name? I forget her name, because Naue. She's a native, and you're apparently allowed to play whatever missions you want, unlike Syndicate, with whatever character. It's just, she should just be the main character, really. You know, like, she should. Like, we could argue, should they have a male protagonist guaranteed? And listen, I'm the first person to bitch that Cassandra is canon, and it's not ambiguous who the Mystios was in history. I'm the first person to complain about that. That's, like, my #1 complaint about the story and lore of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They knew what they were doing, making her canon after the game came out. They knew what they were doing, making female Eivor canon. Like, it's not like it's some kind of secret or something. You never heard of her in the marketing? Yeah, because she wasn't controversial. She is a playable character. She's the other playable character, to put it quite bluntly. She's been there the whole time. It's just no one talks about her because they want to talk about this dude. Which, in fairness, is a valid point. But, like, yeah. I don't know. What the hell? I hit a wall. Oh, can I kill this dude? Actually, you could grab guys in suits of armor. I think you can't do that in Brotherhood. It's not as annoying as it sounds. Once you understand how the healing system works in Origins, it's not that bad. But, like, in Odyssey, you could just stand there. As long as you have adrenaline, you could just heal. Oh, wow. He actually got an attack, and then they let me do it It's kind of random. Oh, wait. Can I grab him? Get up! Get up! Get up! 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 Can you actually counter-kill guys in suits? Oh, yeah. They don't let you do this. There's a reason they don't let you do that. Because it's broken. It's stupidly strong. Not to mention the stealth in those 3 games is just way improved. Now, in Origins, I think crouching is automatic. But in Odyssey and Valhalla, I'm pretty sure you actively crouch. It's been a while, though. What? Yo. Oh! Dude, the guards are funny. And then he gets insta-killed. Like, despite all the bullshit, I'm still hoping that at its core, Shadows is a good game. You know? Like, I could live with a controversial but good game. Because a lot of games that people consider good are controversial now for one reason or another. So I'm hoping, I'm optimistic. Am I a little bit coping? Yeah, a bit. Because it's Ubisoft. I mean, like, I think a lot of companies where we're seeing, like, the end result of, like, years of DEI development finally come to a head. And so once you have that level of, like, is control the right word? Once you have that level of, like, development put in, like, remember, Ubisoft has not had a banger year. The only good game they put out is Lost Crown, and they did not advertise it, so it did not sell well. So, like, on a certain level, they have to have Shadows and Outlaws do well, and I don't think that either are going to do well. Is this a bait? I don't think that either of them are going to do that well, personally. And I don't... That was a little bad. It's just very worrying. Because if you like Ubisoft games, there's nothing quite like this out there. Period. There's actually a lot of Zelda DNA in this, which is kind of nice. I'm going to actually jump to this. Right? I don't think you can get all the way up there. Fucking hell, dude. Let's see. That's too far. No, that's way too far. I feel like I'm playing Tomb Raider right now. Which I guess makes sense. You know, fuck it. Yes, okay.
Eccolo! No, you don't! On him! Faster! I can't see Eccolo!
I am getting camped right now. Oh, let me in. Yeah, I think you really roll that chance of having an instant kill on the Hidden Blades. I just think every hit has a chance to be an instant kill. I don't exactly know how it works. They don't really explain it either, but it's only ever a positive, and that's why I only ever use the Hidden Blades in this game. So you could get the best sword in the game, the Hidden Blades probably just hit faster, and the counter kill is, well, every counter kill is instant. It's truly the best. But yeah, that's one thing that Valhalla does, is that you can insta-kill big guys, like the big Andre the Giant type enemies. You could actually insta-kill them. Now, I turned that off, or rather, I turned it on to be a guaranteed instant kill, but they actually put in a little mini-game for doing it correctly, which I thought was, like, the coolest shit that they put in. Because I think I turned it off at one point just to, like, dick around, and I was like, holy shit, wouldn't it be cool if this was reverse patched into Origins and Odyssey? So, like, that's something I wish, like, the modding community would do. Maybe they have. Even if the animation just is, like, glitchy or doesn't work. Because that's the number one thing you cannot do in Origins and Odyssey, is that if there's a big guy, like a 7-foot-tall Andre the Giant brick shithouse, you can only stab them and deal critical damage. You cannot instant kill them. And that's, like, the biggest stealth-based complaint I have in that game. It's one of those things I'm like, well, wait a minute. When y'all were developing this game, you didn't think that maybe it's kind of fucked that you cannot instant kill like the big dudes? That's like my one genuine complaint. Ah, fucking hell. Okay, I didn't take damage. Let's see if they drop down. I don't think they will.
You will scream like a little girl while we play. Now, get out of the way.
I'm so stunned it has 2 MCs. Well, that's not actually new in Assassin's Creed. Remember, Syndicate had 2 MCs. Now, no one remembers Syndicate because it was just that not memorable of a game. But Syndicate had 2 MCs as well. But I actually looked. This is my most played series on the channel by far, with over 1,000 videos. Now, a lot of those videos were before, like, the hour limit for videos was lifted, right? Like, a lot of those videos are 15, 10-minute videos. But it is the most, it's probably the most played channel series, or series on this channel with, how much time did it have, actually? Hold on. Can I look real quick? If no one gets mad at me. I think maybe Fire Emblem is a little bit ahead. No, Fire Emblem's not ahead. So we just finished Elden Ring. Elden Ring has 144 hours worth, or Elden Ring, sorry. Every Soulsborne is 144. What am I talking about? Assassin's Creed? Yeah, Assassin's Creed has 543 hours. I think the only series that has more is Pokemon on my channel. By virtue of me playing, what's it called, nonstop. Oh, shit. Okay, we're good. By virtue of me playing, Arceus. Arceus itself is like a 300-hour series of videos. But yeah. I unlocked the RE5 Infinite Rocket Launcher by accident. Yeah, that's... No, unlocking the RE5 Infinite Launcher is just simply beating the game in under a set amount of time. So I think on normal mode, it's like beating the game in under 5 hours. I think on, like, amateur mode, it's like beating the game in under a collective time, mind you. It does not have to be a total time. Where the fuck am I going from here? Why do they give you this weird camera angle? Hello? What in the fuck is going on here? Can you back eject onto this little thing right here? Nah, we're fine. Oh, but my armor broke. Look at that. Alright, so where am I going to get out of here exactly? Maybe it's just 2 ways to get up. Maybe you don't jump from there. Yeah, so every piece of armor has durability. This is like straight World of Warcraft shit. And yes, durability actually does play a role still in World of Warcraft, which is nice. Because you can't climb any higher than that. Do you climb the red things, maybe? I was at what the fuck, because I was at the marsh stage. So what happened is that you were playing, right? And you've obviously already played on that save file on that difficulty before. You lowered your collective time down to 5 hours or whatever difficulty it is. You lowered it down enough that you get it. Because you don't get it for beating the game, you get it for lowering your collective time below whatever par time they set for difficulty. That's why. What in the fuck? Why do they give you a custom camera angle here? I'm very confused by this. That is like the weirdest shit. I don't understand. It's the lacest rocket unlock ever. Well, it only is because you could just do it on professional mode. Or I'm sorry, you could just do it on amateur. And that by virtue makes it way easier. Because you could do it on amateur mode, like, it's just way easier. And that's how you cheese that game effectively. Wall jump not to the pillar? I don't understand a wall jump from here. You can't get up there. I feel like there's supposed to be a Prince of Persia wall run for that. I haven't looked into the RE2 remake. It's definitely gotta be this way. What the fuck? A wall jump? What in the fuck is a wall jump? It's not a back eject? Because they give you a custom camera for this. Yeah, this doesn't help. Because this is a back eject from up here. You kick that, and then you fall and you take damage, which is why I don't want to keep doing that. I don't think you could climb on the red braces, actually. Oh, shit, I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. There we go. Go to the right. Actually, maybe that is true. Maybe it is to the right. I don't know why they give you a camera to the left. That's kind of weird. Yeah, once you find out certain stages in Resident Evil 5, you could just run through like half of it. If you just have enough items, you could just take the hit. As long as you're not fighting any enemies that instant kill you, who cares? And then that's it. What in the fuck is this? How you're supposed... This is actually a Tomb Raider level. This is actually just something straight out of Tomb Raider. Did you see that? Are you fucking kidding me? Look at... I want you to look at this. Maybe this is more noticeable on... Look at that. You're supposed to know that little gash on the left is not a texture. It's actually a foothold. Holy shit. Dude, I'm getting trolled. That's just ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you, Casey Smith. I would have been stuck here for a while. Thank you. Ridiculous. It looks just like every other texture. Maybe that's like a texture update thing. I don't know. Yeah. That's weird. Maybe it just looks weirdly different on this version. I wonder how early you could get the armor of Altair then. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. It's cool. Playing this series has brought out like a lot of people. I appreciate it. The 15-year-old game brought out a lot of people to come watch it. You know what? I gotta love it. Actually, I'm curious. So if Assassin's Creed is at 543 hours... Oh, did I not update it for Mirage? No, I did. I did. How much is Pokemon at? Because Pokemon is definitely the series I played the most of. Fire Emblem's at 380. Where's Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon's at 746 hours. So I collectively measure this just to see. Just for statistics. So Assassin's Creed might be the second or third most, because I do have Final Fantasy, and 14 by default skews that number, because I have 1,000 videos for 14 and over 1,000 hours of it, or for the entire series rather, and I'm not even done. I'm supposed to go back and play Final Fantasy 7, allegedly. Someone will remind me. Does Ezio know he's in the Matrix? Well, I don't want to spoil it for someone who's never seen this game before. But something similar to that does come up later, so. You get about sequence 9. Okay, very nice, thank you. Kleptomaniac. Oh my god, and I get swarmed by the bards. Dude!
Nice moves.
Okay. Alright, let's actually see what we're gonna do. I guess we could... There's a codex page. Let's go grab it. And on the way, we could repair our gear. End of Sequence 9, the last tomb becomes available. Okay, so the earliest is at the very end of Sequence 9. Early Sequence 10, probably, if there's a cutscene. That's fine. It's not like it's a huge rush for me. I'm not, like, in a... You know, I'm not trying to rush anything. Where the hell is this? There we go. Actually, can we replace the leather greaves? Should I just buy a better piece of armor? Spalder. Oh my, look at this. Wait, we never bought van braces? There you go, repair all. Thank you. I didn't even realize I didn't have any armor.
Return anytime.
On my arms, okay. Yeah, and also when you get new pieces of armor, because it adds a display in Monteriggioni, you upgrade your base by getting armor. Everything you do pretty much upgrades your base to give you more money. But obviously, directly upgrading the facilities upgrades the base more efficiently. What can I say? I like it. I like that system. It's a shame they don't have something like this more frequently. Why was it not a double assassinate? What the hell? Okay, it doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh! Ah! Ah! Very nice. Is it just because this game brings back that 2000 era nostalgia that I'm sure is latent in a lot of us? That could also be it. I personally subscribe to that. I think it just brings back that, like, clutch, perfect timeline of memories that a lot of us have from back in the day. And yes, we will be playing Brotherhood and Syndicate. Sorry, not Syndicate. We will be playing Brotherhood and what's the other one? Revelations. Even though I kind of shit on Revelations about an hour ago when I was like, or about 30 minutes ago when I was like, yeah, trilogies. Isn't the best part of a trilogy how the third game is like the worst? Yeah, we're gonna still play it. Because the problem with Revelations is that the game is so short. Sequence 1, 2, and 3 are almost linear. And then I remember sequence 7, 8, and 9 being linear. So, like, you only have that middle part of the game to really do all the side missions, which, again, you could go back. Nothing's missable to my knowledge. But that middle part of the game is where the majority of your gameplay is. Like, you're intentionally not doing the story. Like, here, there's tons of missions. Now, granted, most sequences are only about an hour or two. So, a lot of the game isn't its side content. But, you know, it's just one of those things, right? Like, you could see that they put a lot of time and effort into making this game just feel more fun to play than one. For the uninitiated of you in the chat, I will play Assassin's Creed 1. I will play it. I did buy it. If the copy I get works, which I only spent about $5 for it, I will play it in the same vein that I played this game and then Brotherhood and then Assassin's Creed 1 and then Revelations. I will play that again on the channel in this exact way. Now, one, I'm going to tell you right now, we're bulldozing the story. I'm sorry. We just are. We're not doing anything funny or anything silly. We're just going right through the story. Okay. Look at that. Binary. What? Oh, it's just the entire staff. Okay. No, it's only one part of the staff. It's this dude. It's the hilt of her sword? Okay. What is going on here? Oh, dude, this is like some Flash game shit. Yeah, you have to burn Joan d'Arc. Oh my god. Fucking hell, dude. This game is so ridiculous. They took it!
The staff, the Tsar was powerless. He could no longer control his subjects. Revolution! Revolution!
Okay. Wait, what? Wait, I didn't finish it. Wait, did I? Wait, what? Did I finish it? I thought you had to tab to exit. Did I fuck it up? Did we get the... Yeah, we did. We got it. The truth. I kind of skipped the animation. Oops. My fault. Oh, no, here we go. Yeah, I think once you find this, you can unlock it whenever. Okay, we didn't skip it. Which AC do I think had the better story, Brotherhood or Revelations? I think Revelations has the better story for the series overall. Brotherhood is just like a continuation of, like, the Ezio story. So I actually... Yes. Narg, you're right on the money, actually. I remember that screaming when I was a kid.
Without the
Yeah.
staff, the Tsar
I remember that. Scared the shit out of me.
he could no longer control his
I think Brotherhood is a better story if you just want to see more Ezio. It has obviously parts that tie into the series later, but it's mostly like a gameplay upgrade, an Ezio story, things like that. There we go. I've never played any AC game. Oh, you're missing out. You would love this series, 100%. And I think that's the best part about it, is like, if you like that 2000s, early 2010s era nostalgia, this entire series is full of it. Like last time when we saw they had the December 21st, 2012, like, the apocalypse is coming. Like, by now, if you have, like, a Zoomer play this game, you have to explain that context, because you had to live in that time to understand. That was, like, a big mythos that was being passed around, that the world was going to end in 2012. And remember, Assassin's Creed 3 came out perfectly 1 month before that. Perfect. It was like the best meta game that they ever could have had because it was free and they didn't need to run it. It was just something that was being tossed around. But yeah, basically that's the largest overview of Assassin's Creed that you could give. Historical figures were powerful because they had pieces of Eden, whether they knew it or not. And a lot of their downfalls was simply because they had the Templars take it. So like Joanne d'Arc had a piece of Eden, they burned her at the stake and they took it, right? Etc. etc. I remember that screaming. That shit got me. Yeah, I actually like the Assassin's Creed 2 streams. It seems to bring out a lot of people who are also like nostalgic for it a bit. That's kind of fun, not gonna lie. And no, you cannot summon a horse in this game like you could in Brotherhood. Ironically, it would be very helpful in this game, and you cannot do it in this game. Yeah, oh, no, Nard, if you're gonna play Assassin's Creed, literally, you might want to reconsider playing Assassin's Creed 1. Assassin's Creed 1 is awful. I'm not even gonna let Viff get away with trolling you for that. Assassin's Creed 1 is notoriously, like, impossible to play. It is insanely annoying, insanely difficult. The combat is nowhere near as... You see how the combat's easy in this game? Where you could just button mash or grab someone, and sometimes the hidden blade just gives you an instant kill? Oh, shit, look at this. Yeah, no, not in Assassin's Creed 1. In Assassin's Creed 1, dude, the combat is fucking terrible. You actually want to run from and it's intentionally terrible. This game, they were like, okay, well, maybe we need to make it more action-y. We can't just have people running away from guards the whole game. The beggars are way more annoying. I forget like, if there even are heart players. I don't know if there are. It's way more annoying, but the plot is great. And that's like the biggest, the plot of Assassin's Creed 1, nothing else was doing that at the time. It is truly the most unique game because you could tell they were just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what would work. And they were like, okay, this was a Prince of Persia game. That's where Assassin's Creed came from. It was supposed to be a spin-off. And then it became its own series that's bigger than Prince of Persia, which is actually hilarious. And now they can't make a Prince of Persia game to save their life. And when they do, they don't promote it. So, what can you do, right? It's like playing DMC2 without 1 ever being released. Well, DMC2 is just a bad game, but it's still playable. Assassin's Creed 1, the combat is way glitchier, and the enemies just beat the shit out of you. There is no fun to be had in that game. That's why people really don't ever talk about it. I only will play it because it's been a long time since I played it, and I am willing to suffer through it, like Sisyphus, just for the shits and giggles, just for the nostalgia. But no, it is not a fun game to play at all. This game totally holds up. There's a little bit of weird shit, right? Like that one little cliff you're supposed to see on the wall was like impossible to see. It looks just like everything else. But other than that, this game is fine. Like it still holds up. It plays almost as if it came out like what, a few years ago. This would be like a really well done indie game at this point by comparison. But yeah, he's trolling you when he says it's good. That game is ass. Now, as far as the Assassin's Creed story, oh my god, it's so good. I love this series. This is one of the few series I really like the lore for. I just hope Shadows does not fuck this series up, man. Like, I know I complain about the whole Cassandra shit and female Eivor shit, but like, really, like, I just hope it does not fuck anything up. I'll never trust Viff. Viff, that is a fate of your own undoing, brother. If Viff says something is good, you gotta actually investigate if it's good or not. Oh, here we go. Yeah, and as someone who likes, like, his history, you might really enjoy it, Nard. For sure.
People only see what they're
I never played AC1. It's terrible. No, you're right. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. I'll play it. Just wait a few months. I'll play it. Or it might not even be a few months. Uh-oh. He had it on him. There you go. And they killed Houdini. He almost beat them. Yeah, Gandhi. And that did not happen, unfortunately. The Dallas Archives. Oh, no.
Where has Jack
Fucking Lee Harvey Oswald, dude. Alright, I'm gonna be real. I'm bad with ciphers. 6 equals 1. Like that. So what is it? 8? So this would be what? 3? 3, 1... 7... 3, 1, 2? Alright, perfect. Very nice. No issues are over. F is play to give the vote to everyone. Reason just doesn't work with someone like that. I'll send you the driver. We traded him with PE2 in our labs. He shouldn't be in trouble. The motorcade route is marked below. Once the target has been downed either by Oswald or Z, use PE1 to stage a distraction. Make some kind of phantom appear around this slope I've marked with an X. Freak people out. The driver will grab PE3 in the confusion. Very nice. Man, they were on some straight conspiratorial juice in this game. Or were they correct? Who knows? Kind of crazy how that happened, and there's so much controversy about it. Assassinating a president in broad daylight? Who would ever? How could that happen? Almost like they let it happen. Did I zoom out too far? What is even going on? There you go. Let's go back into town. I think there's still 2 more that I could grab real quick, right? How do you see it again? Is it database? Locations? It's not secret locations. Missing entry. Oh, Tuscany. Here we go. The Tower of the Devil. Alright, so we have to go back into town. The Tower of the Devil is one. Yeah, it's crazy how, like, low-key and side quest based a lot of the Pieces of Eden stuff is in this game. And then later games are just like, oh no, we actually have a name for all this stuff, and it all exists totally. And it's actually like a real thing. Yeah, we cannot summon a horse, by the way. How much blow do you think they gave the writers? Well, back in the day, this was considered cooking. So, none. I think that they just knew what they wanted to do. They saw the success of the original game, which as shit as Assassin's Creed 1 was, think about it like this, right? I've been playing video games my whole life. I've had this channel since I just left middle school. I was still in middle school, actually. Even my classmates in middle school who have now gone on to have families, you know, run businesses, do all sorts of crazy shit, even they knew about this game and were playing this game. This series, rather. I lost track of a lot of them after I left, which was in 2008. Oh no, I graduated 2009. This channel exists like 1 month before I graduated high school. I think I made this channel in May 11th or May 13th of 2009. I turned 14 in May 2009. So something like that, basically, if you're keeping track of the numbers. For the eventual historian that chronicles my life in 100 years, that's exactly what I did. I obviously don't remember every single day ever that I have worked on this channel because I've had it so long, but I remember bits and pieces of it because it, you know, I don't even remember everything I've ever said on this channel. Let's be fair. When you have 14,237 videos, I don't remember everything I've ever done. It's impossible. It's literally impossible for me to remember every single thing I've ever done. It's just not possible. I'm sorry. And look, I love it as much as the next dude, right? Obviously, I put a lot of work into this. There's no way I can remember everything I've done. But I can remember certain aspects of that. I remember my friend one time making a joke about Assassin's Creed, right? You know, this is, oh my God, this must be like 2008. Because he had an Xbox before me. All my friends had Xboxes before me. I was the only idiot still playing on the fucking Wii. But yeah. Yeah, like when I got deleted, yeah, we could add that to the historical lore. The winning run of Millennia was a YouTube-wide channel termination for small channels. That was great. And it would have been lost to time if I did not multi-stream to Twitch. So multi-streaming has instantly proved its worth because I would have lost my winning Millennia run. And then no one would have ever believed me that I spent 5 hours trying to beat that bitch. Only on the winning run did I get banned. Not the run before, not 5 minutes after I beat her. Well, I got rid of the YouTube VOD because it was incomplete. But on the YouTube VOD, it cuts out, I think, right before or during the winning run. And I was like, what the fuck? So you deleted me and then you just stopped the stream from recording. Good thing the Twitch VOD survived. That's crazy. That was actually a heat death of the universe moment. Imagine that. I had probably 100 runs against Millennia or some crazy shit. And the one that wins is the one that I get for the first time ever terminated off YouTube for. And then I get brought back 3 hours later. It really is like that sometimes, man. It really is like that. It's so fucking wild. This is kind of like Nier Automata storytelling. Nier Automata storytelling is more what? We split two characters. We split two different characters and we're trying to... Oh my god, look, both of these dudes showed up. Very nice. Oh my god, they're idiots. What the hell? I got all my money back. All the money I got from to spend on like better gear and shit, I got it back. Okay, perfect. You'll love to see it. Nah, pickpocket. Alright. The Torre del Diablo. I think it's one of these two. Let's look at both of them. You know what the music in this is kind of like? This is like Silver Moon City, a little bit. For the people who play WoW. Yeah, it is, but it's definitely way more tied to real-world stuff. Man. See, when Assassin's Creed's cooking, it's cooking, man. It is, there's nothing else cooking like it. I think, honestly, if they're just gonna make it a more action-based game, I think that they should just go full Nier Automata, full DMC. I don't know, they should basically have bootleg Platinum Games work on it or some shit. That's what they should do. Now, what they will do instead is give you a black protagonist in a Japan game and be like, hey, this is a new series convention we're violating. It has nothing to do with Sweet Baby, though, by the way. Totally. Trust us. And if you don't like it, you're racist. Yeah, that's how you win hearts and minds. You yell at people until they accept what you like. Yeah, Millennia Scarlet rotted my channel. Devin would love that joke if he was here. She Scarlet rotted my channel. Oh, he doesn't care. Yeah, Narg, I actually think you would love this, personally. I think you would absolutely love this series. Just knowing how much you like anthropology and archaeology, you would love this 100%. If not for nothing else than that. Do I have to climb this thing? I think I do. I don't think it's a viewpoint either. It might be. I don't know where this thing is actually. How else would you explain magic caused the world to end when all you see are robots cutting each other with swords? Well, since I am trying to play through these games, I'm not going to spoil too much about them, but yeah, basically. He's not too wrong. For someone who's never played this series, he's not that far off. You'll see. You'll see. Oh, it's right here. It's the all-seeing eye on the back of the dollar bill.
Was up there.
It's the weirdest shit ever, yet no one can ever explain what it is. Someone probably has. Oh no, the moon landing was fake! Dude, oh, it's Spielberg. Holy shit, find the eagle. Oh my god. The moon landing was faked. I'm gonna get a community note on this fucking video. God damn it. What in the fuck is going on? Actually, wait, this makes sense. Oh my god. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Brother. Trying to look for the two holes. Here we go. The two holes right here. No, wait, that's wrong. Where are the two holes in the next layer? Here they are. Alright, where are the two holes out here? Here we go. Okay. So now we have the unenviable task of setting this back up. There we go. Not bad. I'm actually a little bit better at this than I remember. Holy shit. Yeah, here's the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story. Templar flag. But that's not what they want you to see. What the fuck? What? It's in the shadow of the flag. Someone was trolling, man.
It was easy.
There was a piece of Eden on the moon. Actually, I think that gets referenced later. Now that you say that, I think someone actually, that is a plot line in a future Assassin's Creed game. That they did try space travel, and it did not work. Maybe I've said too much. Who's they? I don't know. You'll have to see. I think that does get referenced, actually. That's actually kind of... Fuck! That does get referenced later. God damn. Honestly, this might be faster than climbing down normally, though. Not gonna lie. What's funny is that in Valhalla and Odyssey, that wouldn't kill you. It would take most of your life, but it would not kill you. You couldn't handle the truth? No, Ezio is actually unaware of this, mind you. Ezio does not see any of this. The reality is, like, Ezio, this is just a digital recreation of Ezio's life. I think this is also a building, by the way. I have to look. This is a digital recreation of Ezio's life. You're not actually controlling Ezio. So that's why the memories, the way the missions are, that's you reliving, like, genetic markers inside of his DNA, basically. So that's why for certain missions, there's objectives you do in later games that are full synchronization. In 3, they send an apple to save it. Oh! Oh my god, it gets referenced in 3. Thank you. Yes. I kinda half remember this. Can you go 90 degrees? Oh my god. Can you do this? Thank you.
Why are you in Eccolo? Stop him!
Why are you a dick? Oh, he literally stabs him in the dick. Okay. Yes, here we go. The Torre de Salvucci. I remember this one a little bit. Vaguely. Shit. Okay. I'm ready to go to war with all this alien shit, then rewrote history. You know, you're not far off. Maybe we've just seen this plot line done a lot. Like, technically, this is kind of the same plot line that's done in Halo. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. So I won't say anything. Shit. Hit him. Thank you. Shut up. There you go. You are about 90% correct for someone who's never played this. This is not helping at all. Oh no, look at this shit. How could they do this to me? It's interesting to see the American take. Sadly, this is not an American game. This is Ubisoft. This is French. Right? What was this? Who was this developed by? This is definitely a French developer. I guess that's the only thing Ubisoft has going for it. They can't really get... Oh, it's down there. Okay, well, let's get the feather then. This isn't a viewpoint, is it? No. I guess Ubisoft has that one aspect going for them. They are, like, probably a huge part of France's GDP, maybe. Not like Poland with Witcher, and not like the stalker dudes with Ukraine. They are probably a reasonable portion of France's GDP for video game development. It's probably definitely like one of the biggest non-Japanese and non-American
he wanted
developers.
To stop the cycle, to tell the
yes, Ubisoft is a French company. Although I think their best development studio is in Montreal. So. Okay, hold on. Yes, they are not American. I don't even know if they have an American development team. Oh, fuck. This broke. Okay, that's not great. It went everywhere. Shit. I did all that standing up, and it broke apart immediately. That's fucking not great. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. Thanks, I guess. Thanks for nothing. Hold on. I have lights in here, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys, but since COVID, I haven't had a lamp in this room when I moved back in. Because I did Odyssey in the other room, and I did Valhalla in this room. So since COVID, I haven't had a lamp in this room. I finally got, like, lamps in this room about a week or two ago, or about a month ago. So when it gets dark, fuck. It used to be that when it would get dark, my room would just be dark, basically. Which didn't bother me because I sit in here with monitors anyway. Now I actually have lamps. It's actually very nice. It's very helpful. I know, right? Being able to have lights on is pretty cool. And they're very portable, so. And I have 2 of them, but I really only use 1 of them. I have to set up the other one. Okay. Where was I? The economic transition of power without wires is of all-surpassing importance to man. By its means, he will gain complete mastery of the air, the sea, and the desert. It will enable him to dispense with the necessity of mining, pumping, transporting, and burning fuel, and so do away with innumerable causes of sinful waste. It will make the living, glorious sun his obedient, toiling slave. It will bring peace and harmony on earth. There you go. Turn it all on. Turn it on! Turn the lights on! Fight between individuals as well as governments and nations invariably results from misunderstandings in the broadest interpretation of this term. Well, that's not what they want you to see. Very nice. This?
He found it in Croatia.
He found a piece of Eden in Croatia. Okay. This? I don't know if that means anything. They don't do this anymore. This is fire. Look at that. What do the numbers mean, Mason? This is actually just what do the numbers mean. What am I looking for exactly? Is that it? No. Some of it looks like a little oh, it's right on it.
In Croatia. They would find it in his lab.
Yeah, they didn't do any of the work. They just showed up after we figured it all out. We're actually over the halfway point for these. There's only 9 more. There is a new area that we have to go to. I think that should be all of them here, right? Are there any more in Tuscany that we could get? Secret locate. Oh, the tombs. Okay. I think that's it. I think we have... Okay, there's one more location in Tuscany, but I know... Oh, wait, hold on. Go back, go back. 5 out of 5, 2 out of 2, 6 out of 6, 1 out of 1. Oh. Yeah, I think we're good. So whatever the last location is, it's fine. Whatever it is, it's okay. Okay. So we have 11 so far. Okay, cool. Alright, let's actually go do the story. Are there any codex pages or anything else left to do? I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Let's... Oh, well, let's... Wait, what? To Florence. Okay, well, I guess we'll ride north. Let's go get these viewpoints since I didn't get them, and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, Nikola Tesla was a baller, dude. Wait, did we do this? Yeah, we just did this, okay. It's really funny because, like I said, it feels like you're playing like a Newgrounds game. Remember when people were just discovering the power of Flash and being able to make all these weird Newgrounds games? That's exactly what it feels like. But it feels high quality, it doesn't feel out of place. It's just like, you know, here's this weird, like, puzzle you slide something across. I remember, like, a lot of the Newgrounds games. Obviously, by today's standards, they're all pretty bad. I mean, let's be fair. But in 2012, like, what was the one It wasn't Nightmare House. Nightmare House was the shitty Nightmare on Elm Street one. There was the other one I forget, where you walk through like 5 different scenes of a house. You have to click on things. Just a completely different era of the internet. Because nowadays, like, what are the free-to-play games for kids? Warzone. Automatically, that's pretty much the end of any Flash-based or any online internet thing. Would it ruin to tell Narg what an apple can do? Yes, because it's only briefly touched upon the first game. So just out of curiosity, yeah, let's hold off on that. The end of this game, they also show it. That would be fair game, I feel, but we're not near the end of the game. This will probably take 10 streams, honestly. What stream are we on now? Dude, get on the horse. They got me fucked up. If you're a nostalgia hound, I think you're going to like Thursday's stream. I think you're going to like it. This Thursday, I'm planning to replay a game that's a straight classic. I think you're going to love it. Well, I know you'll love it, but I'll love it too. I'll love it even more. I know exactly what I'm doing on Thursday. It's going to be good. It's going to be good shit, man. Technically, also, this playthrough is going to have new content for me as well. Like I said before, I never played the DLC for 2 because there were no trophies and no achievements, and I didn't have it at the time. I don't even know if it was out when I played it. I just didn't buy it. So we're actually going to play the DLC this time. Sequences 12 and 13 are new. They were added later, so that's going to be kind of fun. They're just built into the game now, which will be dope. So despite how old this is, you keep hyping. Oh no, it's happening this week. Last week was Thanksgiving. I said, you know what? Like, am I gonna have a 11 p.m. Thanksgiving stream? I didn't even drink. I was just tired. I was like, am I gonna do it? So watch what happens on Thursday. Just you wait. Thursday at like 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just watch what happens. It's gonna be straight fire. Here's the limits of the animus. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Florence, and then after we go to Florence, we're going to go back to Monteriggioni. We're going to go back into Monteriggioni, get all our money, allocate it, and then come back and go into Florence. Yes, we have to actually do this much. Yes. I never knew what the apple did in this game. I never knew till 3 told us what it did. It's implied. I'll say this, it's definitely left open-ended what an apple can do, and what a piece of Eden can do. It's intentionally left open-ended. Now, in this game, since they have shown it already, there are different kinds of pieces of Eden, right? There's like, I think 50-some that they keep track of. Some of them get destroyed, some of them are lost. Oh yeah, you can't even enter on the horse, which is funny. No, get out! Dude, I'm gonna take you to the glue factory. Thank you. But yeah. There are different kinds. That's something that's expanded on way later. I am getting buzzed like crazy, and I do not care. I don't love anyone enough to answer them in the middle of my stream, except for my parents. Very nice.
Buongiorno. Salute, Sir Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Absolutely. I have a feeling later game shows humanity isn't ready to use all this stuff. I'll have to tell you this, even in the prequel to this game, they're not ready to use all this stuff. That's actually a huge part of the plot of this game, is that even in the prequel, they're like, nah, we're not ready for this. And in the wrong hands, it's going to be disastrous. That is effectively, they did talk about that already. That was like a stream or 2 ago. Taylor? Let's do the doctor. We're actually almost done with upgrading Monteriggioni. We have to get a... Yeah, we're done with the Arc Merchant. We're done with the bank. We need 12,000, 5,000. So like another hour's worth of gameplay. We'll finish the blacksmith. And we'll have some leftovers. So yeah, we're good. We're looking really good right now. How much do we make now? Let's see. 13,500.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
Absolutely. I make 7,178 florins every 20 minutes. Okay, perfect. I have literally bought no pieces of armor, mind you. It's so good. And I don't need to. That's the best part. You really don't need that much armor. I'm just going to counter kill. And then obviously it's like death by 1,000 cuts. We have to buy all the pieces of armor and stuff like that. We're not gonna do all that. What the hell is this? What is this? Similar take would be Prometheus. Dude, do people like Prometheus? I remember when it came out, I thought people hated it. I know people, I don't know. The Aliens family is just... Aliens family, the Ontario family crypt. The Aliens movies are just kind of out there. I don't know. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough, foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice, and then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Mr. Marco Polo. It was a good life. Is this DLC? I don't remember doing this before. What the hell are we doing? There you go. This feels like it was added later. I haven't... Oh, shit. I have no idea what this is. Okay. Definitely better than Covenant. Dude, I hated Covenant. I went to go see Covenant in theaters. This was back when I used to watch movies. One afternoon that summer, Mr. Polo called me into his study. My father was already there beside an older man dressed in a strange hooded cape watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then when I didn't speak, Mr. Polo stepped forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, one that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. There you go, pump the water. Do something. Is it timed? Lord, I hope not. Alright, very nice. In preparation for our voyage, Messer Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about life, love, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon I could look past all the laws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we, the people, deserve freedom. It was then that Dante began showing me pages from a book that Messer Polo had brought back from the palace of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the codex, was about our order, the assassins. I don't know if they've ever had a game based around Genghis Khan, though. Seeing how much he's mentioned in this game, that's actually kind of a huge miss. That's actually kind of disappointing that that was not an easy layup. Okay, they put the wall down. I'm stuck. I might have balled a little too hard. I think I did this to myself. Yeah, there's no diving in this game. I'm actually stuck in the wall. Yeah, fuck you, thinking I should quit. I don't even know how it freed me. I seriously don't. I don't know if the game is a failsafe for that. Alright, well, we're not swimming. It takes too long to swim. I read that there was an MGS4 Raiden skin in one of these games. I don't know about that. What I do know is, what the fuck? What I do know is that Metal Gear, what is it? Peace Walker? Peace Walker has a moment where you jump into a bale of hay. I believe that's because Ubisoft helped them on the Peace Walker port, so they left that in as like a direct reference or some shit. I don't know if there's an MGS Raiden skin. I've never seen that. It might be true. I wouldn't know if it is or isn't. Can you make this? Yes. Okay, what the hell? Hello, Grand Storm, by the way. Welcome. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Okay. I made it with plenty of time to spare. Look at that. Beautiful. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravenna to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed at the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Mr. Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study, and my father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain where it would be safe, but he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templar, still existed. I recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once with my wife and child. Oh, there was a second page. Oops. Wait, what? As Mr. Poe ushered me out the door, he handed me a small piece of paper with a number on it. With this number, I could draw on his credit more ducats than I've ever seen in my life at any bank in Italy. There's nothing over there. Okay. I don't know if I ever did this, actually. This is cool. Really got through a fit after Covenant. Too bad the third person. What's the new one that came out? Romulus? People are saying it's good. I've heard, like, it's good and it's mixed. I haven't heard it's like shit, though, so I guess for whatever that's worth, right? Oh my god. Whatever that's worth. It's good, it's mixed. I guess for an Alien movie, that's like a mark of quality, right? Ah, they shut it in my face. Wait, what? What in the fuck is this? Is there a way out of this pit? Am I, like, just straight doomed? Was I not supposed to fall down here, like, at all? I don't think you're supposed to fall in here, like, at all. I think I'm just dead. There's no way to get out of this, it looks like. Alright, hilariously enough, being stuck inside of a wall is less deadly than being stuck inside of a pit. Can I even... I have to abort the memory. I might have to legitimately quit and reload. Because I don't see a way out of this pit at all. It's just a bunch of gravel that you cannot climb. I genuinely think I have to save and quit. Oh no, here we go, we got it. Because I saw this, right? This looks like the gas and awkward. You know what it is? It's water? Wait. Brother. This is glitchy as shit. It's a whole pit of water. And I somehow went right under the water. So it never transitioned me to swimming. That's so funny, man. That's actually hilarious. I'm like, good thing that someone must have tested that, maybe. Because I could see them assuming you never fall below the water like that. Yeah, that was pretty weird. That's not supposed to happen. I don't think they expect you to fall in from over here like this. Yeah. We set sail that night, the ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets at Barcelona. At first, all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, we laid anchor in the Otranto harbor. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands. Then I broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chests, boxes, and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breaths. When they asked for the codex, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on shore the next morning with the tide. Oh, and this is if you want to go back. So this is the history of the Auditore family, basically. If I could use this. I was going to say the son had to have survived. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a family. Ah, what is this? Fucking hell. Oh my god! Well, start over. No point. Hello, Devin. Nothing new, doesn't fit it. It's a tribute film. Well, good thing I'm not gonna go see it. The only movie I'm seeing is Sonic. Oh! What the hell? You could reset it. I didn't even know you could do that. At any point in this game. That's kind of cool, actually. It's also kind of broken a little bit. Please, thank you. Holy shit. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I'd memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied the classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditore, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Accepted as one of their own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then, I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the Codex, to kill Templars. Together we regained the honor of my wife and avenged the death of my father, two debts that could never be repaid. To the auditory that reads this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us! There you go. So that's the history of his family. I don't think this is one of the 6 assassin tombs. I think this is DLC. Yeah. Can we even open either of their tombs? No. This is exactly why I have a problem with so many of the time limit parkour in this game. Trying to go fast with the weird physics. Yeah, it's very obvious that the parkour in this game, because it's meant to be precise, you can't really rush it in the way that you could like a later game. It is a little bit weird. It's not as unserviceable as I remember, though. I think that's it. I have heard that sound effect in so many games. As a very common door sound effect. Well, we have enough money, I could go upgrade the villa again. I remember there's one chase sequence in Black Flag, I had to shoot the guy. Oh, you have to tackle the Borgia messenger. Okay, if you don't, you become notorious automatically. Alright. I've been doing that wrong. Alright, let's upgrade the villa again. Yeah, there's one chase sequence in Black Flag. I remember distinctly I had to shoot the fucking guy. And I was like, that is definitely not what they intended, but I could not catch him for the life of me. And I remember failing it a bunch. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him. And luckily you can shoot him. And then the game acts like you caught up to him. Wait, aren't the Templars the good guys that they take alien shit out of the heads of people who want to do weird stuff with it? Yeah, but then what's the first thing that you think that they do with it? They use it to control people. That's already been talked about, so that's fair game. The first thing that they do is they use the power. Because this is a great quote, I think, from someone, and I heard it from Naruto first. Power necessitates its own use. They're going to take the power, and then they're going to use it themselves to enrich themselves. And you'll see frequently throughout this game that the and just this, oh my god, okay, we just got paid, that's amazing. You'll see frequently throughout this series that the Templars are just the biggest dicks in history. Like, literally, they are just awful people for the sake of being awful. Period.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio.
Thank you. Devin summarizes exactly what I said without hearing me rant about it. It's actually funny. That's exactly what I said. It's an amazing story if you could sit through the monotonous, generic, fetch quest ass missions. Like it is a just straight slog. The missions are not memorable. They're literally, there's 9 districts in the game because there's 9 people to assassinate before the end of the game. It's exactly as you think. You go to town A, you go to District 1, you do District 1. You go to town B, you do District 1, you do that, you whatever. It all builds up to that finale where you assassinate the dude, which is basically the primary mission that you will actually remember. And then you rinse and repeat that ad nauseum for, you know. Oh no, hold on. I turned on nightlight on my computer. I do not want that. Let me turn that off. Okay. It's a whole thing. It's very repetitive, it's very slow, and that's why most people probably have not played it that played this series. They probably jumped in with this game, or 4. Maybe even some of the more recent ones. So yeah, there's a reason I'm not like a huge fan of it. No, I don't think Ubisoft can't determine if they're misunderstood. In 1, they're misunderstood because they're not as ridiculously cartoonishly evil. Yeah, and you know what? Never mind. Devin's correct. I read the full comment now. Yeah, in 1, they're kind of misunderstood. They kind of have a good argument for what they want to do and why they want to do it. But then as soon as you get to 2, they're just awful fucking people. They're just terrible people. They knew that they were writing awful people. The sole exception to that is Rogue. In Rogue, the Templars are genuinely just good people. Not all of them, but they're reasonable people that just want to help the New World. Like, they actually want to help the colonists. Now, granted, Rogue is kind of made to show that, like, that's the whole point of the game, is, like, the assassins are just dicks. I think they do a better job of writing the assassins as dicks. There's one specific character in Rogue who is, like, basically the son of Jesus. He's the nicest guy in the game, and then they brutally murder him just to drive home the point. 3 was less favorably received. Yes, 3 was not as well received. Connor is not as good of a protagonist. Now, allegedly, back in the day, I did talk to someone who either worked at Ubisoft or... Oh, shit, he's got money. Why are these dudes not marked when they show up?
Stay back.
Thank you. Perfect. Payday. Super payday. Love it. I did talk to a guy who either worked at Ubisoft. He might have been LARPing. I never could confirm it, and obviously he's not going to out his sources. So take this with a grain of salt. The guy was maybe lying. I don't know enough about him to make that claim. But, you know, what he said, it was exactly what people say about Connor. People just don't like Connor as a protagonist. Apparently he's really good in the side missions, but, you know, if the main story is kind of ass, it's like, well, why would I care about Connor in a bunch of side missions for characters I don't really give a shit about? Yeah, you remember a lot of that stuff. Like that to me is what makes it good. Yeah. I don't think they try to make them very... I think it's really only this game and maybe a handful of Templars throughout the series that they're like, yeah, these guys are trying to do things, you just disagree with them. And, you know, like, you could disagree with someone and still think that they're a good villain. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to agree with a villain to say that they're a good villain. I think if you can understand why they come to the logical endpoints that they do, then that's a pretty decent villain, in my opinion. I think that gets lost a lot of times. People are like, well, I'm supposed to hate him. Right, but you could still understand why they're the villain. You know, why they do the things that they do. I think that's like a huge part of it as well. Is being able to say, yeah, this character, you know, it's like, I think people always point to Magneto a little bit. It's basically like that. It's like Magneto. I too had an uncle that worked at Nintendo. Yeah, looking back, maybe the only reason I believed anything he said is because it sounded very similar to what a lot of people were saying at the time. So that's why. That people just did not like Connor.
When I was 6 years old, I fell into the Arno. I soon found myself drifting down and into darkness. Certain my life was at an end. Instead, I woke to the sound of my mother weeping. At her side stood a stranger, soaking and smiling at me. My mother explained that he had saved me. And so began a long and prosperous relationship between two families. Yours and mine. I am sorry I could not save your father and brothers.
You have nothing to apologize for. I believe Jacopo de Pazzi played a part in their deaths. They attack on you as well. I need to find him.
That coward fled before we could arrest him.
Have you any leads?
No. They've hidden themselves well.
As usual.
Jacopo was not the only conspirator to escape.
If they work with Jacopo, they were surely involved in the plot against my family as well. Give me their names.
I'll do you better.
Antonio
I got a board at my house.
Archbishop Francesco Salviati, Stefano da Bagnone, and Bernardo Baroncelli.
Bene. I will go and see my uncle. He has men stationed in the countryside.
Why did I not do this last time?
Before you go,
We're going back to the villa.
A codex page.
I took it from the files of Francesco de Pazzi, seeing as he clearly no longer needs it. I've always had an interest in things of antiquity, as did your father.
It is meaningful to me as well.
Then consider it a gift. Che il Signore ci protegga.
God save us all. What a bro. Yeah, when I replay AC3, I'm doing pretty much all the side. I'm doing all the side stuff. I'm gonna literally force myself to play the shit out of the game. I will absolutely force myself, even if it kills me, to try and enjoy that game to the fullest. Oh, here we go. We could do assassination contracts. That's fine. A lot of these are like extra side things. We're not going to do that until the very end, if at all.
I've marked the
Oh, here we
Palazzo
go.
Medici on your map. In order to achieve 100% sync with Ezio's life, you should go explore it.
I think we did that already. Okay, so I was supposed to talk with him first. They unlock it even before. I already did that. It was like, oh, you know, and later on he goes and he saves his life again. We already did that, so let's do this. This is Leonardo. I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube somehow flagged it. I didn't look. Yeah, some of that did. Templars want to save humanity from themselves, and to do so, they think they have to save humanity from itself, which means hoarding power, yes. Of course, it also means they're the biggest psychopaths on the planet. None of them are virtuous, but they don't need to be virtuous to do it. You know what I mean?
Is this why you pursued Francesco?
Not exactly.
Well, whatever your reasons, the city's safe again thanks to you. Now tell me, how may I be
Virtue
of
is
service?
optional in the Templars.
Another page.
Most of them only get higher by being absolute sociopaths.
Aha, it's a similar cipher to the last one. This won't take long. Interesting. Indeed. I see.
This won't take
It's
long, I
another blade
promise.
design. For delivering poison.
Can you build it?
See, it won't take very long. I just need to find a way to hollow out the blade without sacrificing the...
It's all right, Leonardo.
Yeah, I don't care.
Do
Just
what
do
you
it.
need to do.
Just do it. 5 days later.
All done. I filled your blade with a bit of poison to start with. Should you run out, just visit a doctor.
Poison. From a doctor.
In high enough doses, that which cures can kill.
I am in your debt once more, my friend.
Anytime, Ezio. Anytime.
Man, these two have the best bromance in the whole series. Alright, so now we have the Poison Blade. It does exactly what you might think. What you could do is, you could stab enemies with it. It takes a minute, or it takes a few seconds, and they will start to, like, flip out, basically. New secondary memories, what? Not in Florence, which I think has a second part to it. I could be wrong. I think we're basically done with Florence for now. We are absolutely finished, so. Yeah, poison is actually really fun. Poison is a very fun thing to use in Assassin's Creed. In pretty much any game. So yeah, they'll go berserk and then they will die afterwards. And I'm pretty sure it's incognito. The Poison Blade in multiplayer for Brotherhood is one of the most broken abilities in the game, because basically all they have to do is like slightly get close to you, and then it automatically works and you die after like a couple seconds. Like, again, the multiplayer for these games was not balanced, but it was fun, if that makes sense. It was fun. It's just a dick around mode, you know? You just do stupid shit. You just whatever, yeah. Yeah, as long as no one sees you. I think it's like a very subtle stab. It's like a little stab. So you could be at like the back of a group. I actually don't want to. I don't want to experiment now. We'll do it later. You don't really use it a ton, to my knowledge. It's more of just an extra tool that you could use. God damn, where am I running? There we go. Why would I fast travel when I could just run outside, grab a horse, and then ride an extra, like, 10 seconds? I could save money. I'm all about saving money in video games and not in real life. What? Where does this lead? Nowhere. Okay. That's the part I hate about multiplayer. There's strategies. Yeah, there's strategies that are completely busted. And to get them, you have to level up really high. Like, I just think that the multiplayer, like, I know that they didn't want to keep servicing it, right? I feel like an Assassin's Creed multiplayer experience right now could hit the spot so fucking well, man. That would be such a good, like, combo. Would be to go just have, like, a free-to-play version, bring back the old maps and stuff like that. Maybe have different time periods and different costumes or whatever, but Ubisoft would never do that. They'd rather sell things nobody wants and then wonder why nobody wants it than, you know, bring back something classic like that, right? Like, bring back all the maps. Here's the nostalgia. Like, I don't know. It's the same way I felt about Division. I love the Division 1. Partially because it's a New York City game, and I'm a New York City man. I live in Manhattan, so it's kind of like, holy shit. This is literally, like, I've been to places in the game in real life. Like, within the last, like, couple of months. Fall and winter of 2016, I was actually going to those places. Like, it was actually dope. And then they're like, oh, here's Division 2, brand new game. I'm like, oh, okay, but why wouldn't you just have it be an expansion for Division 1? Like, why do I have to make a new character? It's in a new place. Like, it just, none of it made any sense. All that was handled terribly. It's the same reason I never play Destiny again. I'm more torn up about the Division than Destiny, though. Dual lever COD in that one game. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 had the models, the Model 1887s, and then the Rangers.
Shall we take a look at the list?
And then for some reason, there's no damage fall off on the models, but because they never patched that game, they're just busted for eternity in that game. That's exactly how it worked out. There was never any patches for balance for Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Ever. It never happened.
Ezio!
Alright, here we go.
Come in. To what do we owe the honor?
I've been sent from Firenze by Il Magnifico to attend to some unfinished business. I'm looking for Jacopo de Pazzi.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was broken though. I love the one-man army strategies.
We've been at it for days.
It was great. You could just do whatever the fuck you wanted. And nowadays you can't do it anymore. And the maps suck.
Before he dies.
Excellent. These men are sure to lack Jacopo's resources, which means they will be easier to find. I will put my scouts to it at once.
I appreciate the help, Uncle. I've got something else for
Dude,
you
the
as
hidden
well.
gun was so fun. I was a hidden gun shitter. I'm sorry, Devin.
Let's see what we can learn.
Some dude is jumping over the rooftops. Bam!
What profit
Oh
What
my
did you
god.
find, Uncle?
Sorry.
Just another damn mystery. The text here roughly translates to only the prophet may open it. There's reference to 2 pieces of Eden, but these pages offer no answers, Nipote. At least, not on their own. You must find more.
We'll have to save it for another day, Uncle. I have a mission to attend to.
As you
I'm
wish.
the so.
If you hope to defeat
I was one of those assholes. I was also
I
one of those
will
one-man
meet
army
you
noob
if
tubing
you
assholes in
Meet me on
MW2.
the practice field.
It was fun, man. Alright, they're gonna teach us about evasive maneuvers now.
All right, Ezio. You're familiar with counterattacking, but what happens when your enemy is as well?
Throw a smoke
Don't
bomb?
usually give them the opportunity.
Tough talk offers little protection against Templar steel.
Then by all means, Maestro. Teach me what to do.
Now dodge.
What? Dodge? What the fuck is this? Oh, hold R2. Oh, what? How is this any different than strafing? What? It's literally the same thing.
Better. One last time now.
How is this any different than strafe? I have no idea. Disarm. If unarmed, hold R2 and press square. You take the weapon. Yeah, I remember
Let's see
this.
it another time.
Never gonna use this, by the way. L2. There you go. Shit, too early. Fucking hell, dude. Thank you.
Just one more time, Ezio.
Ah! Right in the leg.
Magnifico. Once again, you exceed my expectations.
Signore, we found Jacopo's men, and they wait your word to strike.
Relay the following. No man moves until they have spoken with Ezio. Intesi?
It will be done.
Very
Go,
nice.
Ezio. Visit with my mercenaries in the countryside. See if Jacopo's lackeys won't lead you to him. But be careful. They will be expecting you.
Evasive maneuvers. Yeah, I'm never going to use any of that, by the way. I don't know what the difference between dodging and strafing is. It doesn't even really make sense. High profile is dodge. Low profile is strafe. Maybe dodging is like an animation thing and strafing is just movement. I have no... I don't even remember that. And if I don't remember it, I probably never used it. Which means if I could beat this game without it, then I'm not going to use it at all. Smoke bombs are late in this game, though. They're very late. Alright, here we go. I think we're going to a new area. Yeah, dude, my friend Shawnee Dogs, you could, I think his channel's still up. He makes he made a bunch of COD stuff. I don't know if he still makes videos. I don't think so. He was great at Brotherhood. We used to play that shit all the time. That was truly just, we had so much fun doing that. He did the exact same thing. You could use crowd transformation, and then he would be like like 1 or 2 people away from it. So he could just walk up and just slap people. Just slap them. Because that's what you did when you were the prey or when you were being hunted. You, your goal is to, like, not be killed, basically, right? And then I think you play rounds, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, like, you would be on defense, and you would just wait for dudes to, like, run around, you know? Like, some people are really good. Some people, here's the funny part. That game is, like, the ultimate NPC simulator, basically. Like, basically, the whole point of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood's multiplayer is to pretend to be an NPC up until the very moment you strike. You know? And so, like, people were really good at it. I'm sure you could look at people, like, videos on the internet. There's probably, like, someone who did a series on it. It's probably, like, stupidly funny how good you could be at it. But that was, like, right before, like, big YouTube content.
Listen, we found Stefano da Bagnone.
That was a 2010
Follow
game.
this road, and it'll bring you to the abbey where he's taken refuge. Wait, before you go, take
God,
these.
dude, his eyes rolled
I'll
all
use
over the
them to
place. Did you
create
see
a
that?
distraction. My thanks, friend.
Infiltrate the abbey and kill Stefano de Bagnon. Agent Hunt, that's what it was. Yes, Agent Hunt. Oh, we do have smoke here. Speak of the devil. Love it. Yeah, and in Brotherhood, I think they add like an extra button for using certain items.
Let us pray. Pray? Pray for what?
Fucking hell.
God's protection. If you think the Lord has any interest in our...
No, 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 no.
Please, by all means, continue to delude yourself.
God damn, dude. Do they pay you to be a dick this much? Damn, we just speaking straight blasphemy. You could never do this about another religion.
You wear his vestments only because they afforded me the opportunity to get close to the Medici. But you're right. I should look into replacing it after Assassin is dealt with. Ah, that unholy demon. At least on this we agree. They say the devil has gifted him with unnatural speed. The devil? No. These are gifts he gave himself through training. It is disturbing how unwilling you are to credit people for their circumstances. I think you would make victims out of the entire world if you could.
Yeah! Kill his friend too. Fuck him. That was great.
Now I will see
It teleported
who
to
was
place.
right.
Where is Jacopo?
Nothing to fear, I suppose. They meet in the shadow of the Roman gods.
Ora sei libero dalla paura. Requiescat in pace.
Alright, put him down gently. Hey, you there. You just killed someone. Yeah, here we go. Smoke bombs are seriously one of the best tools in the game, by far. Goodbye. I am long gone. Okay. Well, yeah, that's exactly what they pay him to do, but it's kind of crazy. This dude is just on some straight shit. But yeah, no, some of the builds in Assassin's Creed's multiplayer are just straight stupidly strong. And, like, I get why they didn't bring it back. Like, they didn't... Did they... I think they had it for Revelations. Oh, shit. We got paid again? Holy shit. They had it for Revelations. They had it for 3. They had it for 4. Rogue was, unfortunately, unfinished. And then that was it. They never brought it back. After that, they had co-op and Unity. Which, again, Unity was just so poorly received at launch. It was just, like a waste, probably. But... Syndicate, after Syndicate, it was just straight single-player experience. Which wouldn't be terrible if Syndicate wasn't terrible. Syndicate is like the most inconsequential nothing burger of a game in a series I think I've ever seen. I have seriously never seen a game that just exists. Like, Syndicate just exists. It's just a game that happened.
Over here, Ezio.
Alright. That's good.
We found Archbishop Salviati. He's barricaded himself inside that villa. Take some of my men. Use them to clear the fields. Then find a way over the wall so you can open the gates.
Command over my own army.
Yes.
A nice change of pace from the usual sneaking and stabbing. I like it.
I think this is where they teach you about using groups, right?
At your service.
Yeah, using mercenaries. So I think before we used courtesans, now we use mercenaries.
All right, go.
Quattrini to whoever brings me his head.
Maybe I should help them, I guess. What? Why'd they equip my sword? Fuck that. Funnily enough, I think that 3 was actually the last game that you could use the hidden blades as a combat option. I think in 4 you had to use the sword. That's like one of the few things that 3 does that's like, dude, this guy is super dead. Kill him. Do it. Kill him. Okay, anyway. Huh? What is it? He's breaking, but he's not leaving. What is happening? Thank you.
First round is on me.
Okay. Alright, and... What? Where? Guys! Go! Go get him! We have to fight these dudes coming! Shit! I'm gonna drop a smoke bomb. Actually, wait. Fucking stab him! No, not him! Yeah, there you go. All that armor, and then we find the one hole in the armor. Dude, I'm right behind him. Get him. Thank you. That's really the primary benefit. You can just run behind dudes and just stab them while they're busy fighting. What? Okay. We're about to open the gate. Holy shit. These dudes. Get them. Do I really need these guys? Like, actually? Because how do you get in here? I feel like I could just get in, get the dude, get out. In no time at all. I asked about Jedi Survivor and bugs. All I've seen in that stuff is like cutscene float and the weapon around the hand. Yeah, that's fine. When I played it, it was definitely way more buggy. It was definitely a very buggy release, for sure. It definitely needed a couple more months in the oven. But I don't know if EA was willing to give them a couple more months. Yet despite that, it's still it's still serviceable. It's still a good game. It just very obviously needed a little more time. Oh my god. I'm supposed to do this. Dude, you think you have enough guards? Holy shit!
Men, prepare yourselves. The assassin has arrived.
I need to find a way to open the gates.
I warned you to stay away, assassin. You should have listened.
Got it. Where is he? Wait, where is he actually? Oh my god! Oh my god! Ready, watch this. Where is this fucking guy? Where is he? Is he upstairs? Oh, they really put him upstairs?
You Templars, always singing the same song.
Do you think a few mercenary will scare me?
What? Wait, he's leaving? What are you talking about?
Shall I send your remains to that Ubriacone, Mario? What's the point? There won't be anything left of you to
Wait, is he actually down here?
It's
Oh,
quite
he's actually
tenuous.
down here.
Spouting nonsense.
Oh, this is easy.
But you send these other men to die.
I am a recruit.
Him?
Your fate is sealed. Where is Jacopo?
He knows you come for him. Emerging only in darkness.
Smoke bomb's too good, man. I love
That
it.
answers when. Now tell me where. Fede dovrebbe dare conforto.
Yeah, he's already gone.
Non pena. Requiescat in pace.
Alright, very nice. Goodbye. Either fight or flee. Well, I'm gonna do the one I'm good at. Mercenaries can handle themselves. They'll be fine. Alright, we still have two more. It's actually funny because we were running around Tuscany not that long ago. But you see, it's even faster in this game, because this has been, what, like a 2-hour stream? Like, in future Assassin's Creed games, doing most of the stuff in this area is, like... Doing most of the stuff in any area is, like, a 2-hour endeavor, and then the story is, like, 2 hours. Like, here, it's a little faster. It's a little bit more, like, You could condense it into one stream almost. And then eventually we're just gonna not have as many areas to go through. Like, between, what, the 4 assassin tombs we have left? And the 9 remaining truth missions? And then, like, a handful of other stuff, most of which is just villa maintenance, honestly. I guess we'll just do that. We'll just do villa maintenance for the most part. The Xbox One is only it's only 500 gigabytes. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is, like, because it's not on disc and the install sizes are just so ridiculous for games now, you can't have a lot of games on most of these consoles. It also just kind of works out because with the Xbox, they want you to buy proprietary SSDs, which kind of sucks. Like, at least with the PS5, I was able to put in an M2. They have recommended ones, but it's not like a Sony proprietary M2 that you must buy or it won't work. That did kind of annoy me with the Xbox, and I still haven't bought it. So, yep, no worries, Ash. Have a good one. Oh, Jedi's just 50? I mean, but still, it's 10% of your hard drive. Not even, technically, because the OS takes up space. So it's 10% of your hard drive is given up to it at any point. And that's why you can't, like, have a ton of games installed. And that's why, like, I'll give Sony this. At least when I buy a Sony console, I could just upgrade it with whatever. I think I put... How big of a drive did I put in this shit? 4 terabytes, I think? That was the whole point, is I didn't have to have the stupid external laying around. Yeah, and even... This is most of my PS4 library. And look how much it takes up. It's 3 terabytes of installed games. It's actually crazy. Now, some of these games like Final Fantasy and Jak 2 and stuff, that's the whole game. It's not a lot. It's not that big. And then, other games. Actually, can we sort? What's the biggest game I have? Valhalla clocking in at almost 200 gigabytes. Odyssey and Origins, and then God of War Ragnarok, and then Doom Eternal. Yeah, you could see the more recent open world games are way bigger. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, then a lot of them are just really fucking big. System storage exclusive data. Why is this here? That's really weird. Did I uninstall Neo? Maybe I did. I might not have reinstalled Neo 1. So yeah, you kind of get the gist of it. Like, even the Kingdom Hearts full collection of the series is only 50 gigabytes. Which, when you consider that, that's not a lot. So yeah. It is a little bit brutal for the Xbox. Especially the PS5 and the Series X. Like, these games are just so stupidly expensive and big. It is very annoying to try to have multiple games on a console now. We had a good thing going with the 360. But, you know, obviously they wanted to spread it out. Oh my god. It's... Dude, go away. Thank you.
Salute, Ezio. Antonio Maffei has sought refuge atop the city's tallest structure, spouting scripture and arrows in equal measure. The man has clearly lost his mind. Making matters worse, he's posted archers all around him. You do well to clear them out before approaching.
Grazie for the information.
Wait, there's a messenger. Shit. Is he gonna be there afterwards? Oh, no. Oh, no. God! No! 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 Fuck! This is not what I wanted. I'm gonna kill this dude. Oh no, never mind. I grabbed him. I grabbed him and the animation didn't play out correctly. Oh, I am anonymous. I think they're still looking for me. Let me let them chill out for a bit. Dude, I hate these guys. These dudes are awful. Go away, dude. Okay. Small weapons. Yeah, you could get daggers and shit. Only reason to get it is for the Montero Gioni collection. I'm not actually gonna do that. Okay. Knives. Smoke bombs. Fill. And they're a little expensive in this game. A little bit. When will I go back to the best game ever, Starfield? Probably never. I think you're gonna have to pay me to play that game again. Just saying. Not even mods could save that game. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, not even mods could save it. Like, if you and Devin really want to sit through Starfield, then, I mean, maybe, but, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not the kind of game I was expecting. Wait, did I actually try it? Yes, I did. I hated it. Well, okay, I didn't hate it. It was very empty. I didn't feel like I had any meaningful gameplay experiences with it. I'm gonna get shot, aren't I? Like that one little Wayne skit. Damn, that is an old fucking reference.
Give ear, O heavens, and I will speak. And hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. Let my teaching drop as the rain, still as the dew, and raindrops on the tender herb, and as showers on the grass. For I proclaim the name of the Lord. Ascribe greatness to our God.
I go, this guy's actually pious. The other dude was just kind of like, yeah, I wear the robes, but only because it gets me places. Fuck your faith.
And without injustice. Righteous and upright is he. They have corrupted themselves. They are not his children. Because of their blessing after it.
Nice. Nice.
Deal with the Lord, O foolish and unwise people. Is he not your father, who bought you?
Even as a Bethesda fan, I found it boring and empty. Yeah, as a Bethesda fan, I found it very boring and empty. Like, in Fallout, like, we could just have a random stream of Fallout where I do nothing, and unless I'm doing water dealing the whole time, we're gonna find something weird and crazy and kooky. And it'll be just like a crazy, like, experience that will just happen, right? Like, you know, I'll pop someone's head, a cool VATS moment, right? We'll play Skyrim. I think Skyrim's a little boring. I just never got into it the same way some people do. Like, how much they love it and they swear by it. Oh my god. No! Oh my god! Get the fuck up! Holy shit! Bye. Dude, he almost ran off by himself. I didn't do that. What the fuck, dude? That's the weird physics of this game, is he wanted to follow him. Yeah.
Have some respect for death, my friend.
I'll show you respect.
No, I will.
Alright, now die.
Fine trovare riposo. Il corpo e nella mente. Requiescat in pace.
Okay. Very nice. How do we get down now without dying? I don't know. I just climb places. This is like those, what is it, like the Russian dudes that climb up real high and they like hang off the sides of these buildings and shit. Great content, of course. Totally. No gore just makes the game feel watered down. Yeah, I can see what they're going for, right? They want that, like, Ridley Scott Aliens kind of retro-futuristic vibe. Probably doesn't include a lot of gore in it by default. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, without the eyes popping out of the skull, that's like a Fallout thing, I guess. Skyrim has gore, but it's not like Fallout levels. Like, Fallout has cartoonish levels of gore. So that's one thing I'll give Fallout, is that it's very entertaining because of that. Aliens. Okay, well, yeah, Aliens is gory because of, you know what I mean? Not the fact that an alien's hunting, like the tech. You know what I mean? Like the tech of it is like very. Was gore like a huge part of retro futuristic shit? You know, like, is it? I never associated the two personally. I could be wrong here. I'm not like a huge retro futuristic kind of dude. I respect it. I think it's a cool like take on sci-fi. You know, like space diesel punk. Oh no, Lord. I would never have described it like that, but maybe that's just because I wouldn't think of it that way. Something like that, yeah.
El campione approaches.
Okay.
Ezio, about time you got here.
We found Bernardo Baroncelli.
Ottima notizia. Tell me where he is and I'll see that he's dealt with.
That's the trouble. Lorenzo actually had him arrested days ago, after being returned to us from Constantinople.
Ah,
But he escaped.
Constantinople.
We believe him to be somewhere inside San Gimignano.
Va bene. I'll see if I can't pin him down.
How do you expect to succeed where the rest of us have failed?
I have my ways.
Contextual camera. Locate and assassinate him. This is just a straight up eagle vision. You sang to me the whole time, you fuck? Okay, go away. Thank you. I'm gonna steal from you. In front of guards, because I don't care. Like it's New York City. Something chunky like Dying Light 1. Do I own the Dying Light games? Maybe I should buy those. I don't think I do. Just like how I found out yesterday I don't own, what's it called? Lost Planet 3. It blew my fucking mind. I'm like, dude, I remember saying, should I buy it? And I never bought it. Maybe I should buy it. Maybe I should buy Dying Light 1. It's probably dirt cheap by now.
One day at a time. He'll get bored, lost, confused, distracted, killed. It will be okay. And if he does come, if it happens, I keep moving. Never in one place for long. Only how to sleep, when to sleep, where to sleep. The guard tower, perhaps. They'll think me mad. They don't know. I'll pay them, yes.
Great, best guards ever. Some random dude just walks up.
Where is Jacopo?
So you can do to him what you've done to me?
Yeah, why do you care?
There is still time for you to clear your conscience.
We gather at the church when a meeting is called.
Mi duole dover giungere a tanto. Requiescat in pace.
Best item ever. Hi, guys. Holy shit. I will literally run out of town.
Bizarre. What's with him?
Yeah, you can't fall down these, by the way. Here we go. Look at that. Contextual camera, my favorite. They have no idea. They're lost. These dudes are lost. Alright. I've been playing this one game called Half Sword, and the gore physics in that game are pretty spectacular. I've never heard of that. What is it on? Half Sword. I mean, like, you have to have gore to make a game really feel visceral. But I was thinking about that the other day, or, like, I think earlier today. I was thinking about, like, you know, gore is nice. And I was thinking, you know what it was? I was thinking about how people used to say Battlefield is, like, hyper-realistic. But I was making an imaginary argument in my head, basically. I was like, well, if Battlefield's so, you know, like some naysayer walks into a room. I'm sitting in the room. We're presiding over, like, the court of video game discussion. Some naysayer walks into the room and is like, well, if Battlefield was super realistic, why don't people just, like, get gibbed, basically? Why don't they just explode into gore chunks, is pretty much the way it was going in my head. And the reason why is because a lot of times back in the day, we would do, like, intentional suicide bomber strats with, like, putting C4 on Jeeps and ramming them into shit. You know, like, that's one of the things we used to do back in Battlefield. We used to do all kinds of dumb shit. Some of that is still documented on this channel. And I was making up naysayer arguments in my fucking head, you know? And I was like, well, if Battlefield is so realistic, why don't people just get gibbed? Why don't they just explode into ribbons every time they get shot? And, you know, obviously, like, if Battlefield's hyper-realistic, yeah, that's part of realism, you know? But then I thought to myself, and I was like, but am I losing my mind? Am I seeing things? I was thinking to myself about that. I was like, you want to balance it, right? Like, it's not meant to be like a super disgusting game. Like, aspects of it are kind of super realistic, but not the entirety of it. And I think that that's totally a fair thing to have. Especially when you're trying to, like, make a game appeal to as many people as possible. Because, like, not a lot of people want to see people explode into a billion, like, bloody bits. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really something most games want to have and what most games try to do. They want to make sure that, like, games are reasonably, like, accessible and tolerable for most people. And for most people, constant gore and constant explosions is not it's just not something people like. People just, you know, there's a whole group of people that like it, and there's a whole group of people that would literally like hate it, right? So yeah, that's why I was like, you could be realistic and not have people explode into ribbons every 5 minutes. I think that's fair. I think you could have a realistic game, and like, obviously, is it realistic that you stand on top of a medic kit and heal yourself to full? Of course not. Of course it's not realistic. Infinite ammo medic boxes? Of course it's not realistic.
If I can stay my blade long enough to follow him, he'll lead me to his Templar brothers.
Okay.
I'll have more names for my list.
Need to bring the courtesans with me. So all the missions we've done up until now were to prep us for this, right? So we learned all kinds of new strategies and techniques. Yes. I see him. I see him. He's right there. Oh, shit.
What's going on here? Are they late? They haven't seen me, this much I know.
He's right there. Hitman? Yeah, Hitman is as well. I wish I had enough time to really learn Hitman missions. I feel like I would really enjoy playing Hitman. Like, perfectly executing a mission like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like the problem is I just don't have enough time and there's too many games I want to play. Like, I already had to play 6 hours of Metaphor yesterday. So, and even that was just to prep for the next dungeon. I didn't even start the next dungeon. So, will I play Metaphor tomorrow? Maybe. I kind of want to play and finish Rebirth. So I'm going to probably do that instead of Metaphor. Someone's having fun. I actually have to do WoW dailies, or WoW weeklies. Fucking hell. Well, we're gonna lose our group.
What's a girl to do, surrounded by so many
Here comes this box, asshole. Thank you. Come on, keep up. Keep up. Keep up. No, I'm going to punch this dude. Get out of the way. See what I mean about these assholes? And if you steal from them, they just get, they flip out and they draw attention. It's ridiculous. Go away. Thank you. That's seriously the most annoying part. It's so funny, man. I like the hot elf lady for Metaphor. I actually kind of like that Metaphor has no romancing in it. You could eviscerate people in Half Sword. You see and experience every bit of it. It's like that other first-person game that came out. Oh my god. And they don't even let you blend with these dudes, man.
All yours.
Twisted words and blind ambition meet their match in
Okay.
Your letter mentioned Venezia. Are there Templars there as well?
Of course. There goes my interest for it. Yeah, no, there's intentionally no romance in Metaphor. You cannot romance your party members. Unlike Persona. Which is fine by me, honestly. a huge off-limits area. What? Why did he start moving like that? That was weird.
Work your magic.
Okay.
How many men are responsible for my father's death?
I think we should be good. I don't think there's a lot of dudes over here. Okay. Eavesdrop on the meeting without being detected. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry, Maestro. I did all I could, but the assassin proved too strong.
Clearly. Else the others would be here with you. To say nothing of the fact that Firenze remains in Medici hands.
It's Francesco's fault. His impatience made him reckless. I tried to be the voice of reason.
More like the voice of cowardice.
You want to talk, Signor Barbarigo? Had you sent us quality weapons instead of this garbage you Venetians call armament?
We put our faith in your family, and you repay us with inaction and incompetence? Then when asked to account for your failures, you make excuses and insult us? How do you expect me to respond?
I don't know.
Nicely?
It's all right. I do.
I know how.
Please. Don't.
Please don't what?
I can fix this. Only spare me.
No.
I don't want you to fix it. I expect you to die.
What a mess.
That looks so cartoonish.
So sorry to have claimed your prize, assassin.
Ah!
Did you honestly think I wouldn't expect you to follow? That I didn't plan for it? We've been at this a lot longer than you. Kill him.
I know you're only doing as you're told. So if you release me...
Oh, I remember
spare
this.
Your lives.
Ha! Listen to this one!
Anyway.
He's here!
There you go. We have to actually end his suffering. He's not dead? Come on! He's not dead after a blade through the throat. Yeah, he's already gone. He's not telling us anything. What? Finish him? I did. I did finish him. I think we're done. Right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, with friends like these, who needs enemies? First thing they do is execute their ally. Don't worry, kill him slowly, you know? Don't kill him quickly, I'm not gonna personally run the sword through him. I'll have the generic grunts try to kill him, you know? Yeah, it's fine. Is that Bond, like that Bond villain logic? Yeah, take your time. Nothing major. Kill Bond now with a bullet to the head? No, let me strap him above like a shark pit. Along with his love interest. Or something. You know, just Bond villain things. Alright, 2 years later. contorting laugh made you miss a sniper shot. Just use VATS. That's what I would do. Aiming is for chumps. I only ever let the game handle it. So when the game misses, I could bitch at the game. It's a literal win-win scenario. I don't have to do any work. When something goes wrong, I could just complain that the game sucks. You gotta work smarter, not harder.
The Pazzi are dead. Every one of them.
Complete familial
I've
extinction.
never before believed I could desire the death of others so badly.
Yes, Austin Powers reference, yeah.
Ezio. Thank you for the role you've played in keeping this dream of mine alive a little longer.
L'onore è mio, signore.
What will you do now, figliolo?
There are still others I must hunt, signore. They're already digging their claws into the heart of Venezia.
No. La bella Venezia. Then that is where your journey must take you, Ezio. Before you leave us, I have something for you. A gift.
This cape identifies you as a friend of the Medici. As long as you wear it, the city guards will be more tolerant of your actions. But be warned.
They're telling you right now,
grant
yeah.
you immunity from the law. Che la fortuna favorisca la tua lama.
Yeah, so in this game you could get capes to wear, basically. They're alright. How do you even change them? I have no idea. Inventory? Outfits? Yeah, so we have the plain cape, the Medici cape. There's two more. We have Altair. Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, okay, so this is, I think, from the Ubisoft club before it shut down. Yeah, that's fine. Guards will respond to any criminal behavior and your notoriety will increase or decrease normally. Let's just put it back on. It's fine. No biggie. Notoriety will not increase in Florence or Tuscany. Wait, where are you going? I don't think I need to follow him. It's fine. We'll wear the normal cape. We're not gonna take any shortcuts. I like how even in the cutscene they're like, it does not make you immune. Because you know there's gonna be that one dude on GameFAQs who's like, wow, why am I still getting notoriety? What's happening? Would Austin Powers' mojo count as an Eden piece? No, it would count as part of his bloodline. Because bloodlines do matter in the Assassin's Creed universe. It's basically his version of Eagle Vision. It's Mojo Vision. He would never have I really just think Austin Powers 4 is never going to happen. Like, I know that, like, technically the project is not dead. And I look into it, like, once every 2 years. There is no way that they release an Austin Powers movie today. And I love Mike Myers. He's made so many movies and so many things I've laughed at. There is no way they release an Austin Powers movie in the modern day. It's just not happening. It's just no point. You're just going to get ripped to shreds before you even get one out. Like, there's no point. That kind of, like, open-ended, like, sexual, crude humor style movie could only, especially male-centric, could only exist in the 2000s and the late 90s. And I guess maybe the 80s a little bit, perhaps. But, like, it's done. It's not going to happen. There's no point. And I feel bad because it's obvious, like, he wanted to do something different. Parody is always funny, but there's no way.
Leonardo!
It's a waste of time.
Leonardo!
Mi dispiace, messer, but he is gone. Maestro Leonardo was commissioned by a Venetian noble to paint some portraits. He paid for the maestro to move his entire workshop to Venezia. It's quite an opportunity.
Grazie mille, friend.
Looks like everything points to Venice. Road trip! That's pretty much where sequence 6 begins. Should we go back to the villa? Yeah, I think it's time. Let's go back to the villa real quick, I guess. Let's go back to the villa. That's actually probably going to be one of the last things we do. So this is the road now to Tuscany. Why can't I... What? Let's go to the fast travel station. I should definitely be able to go back to a villa. Oh, yes, Assassin. I've been at this a lot longer than you. That's why I let you live, and I left it to some generic, you know, grunts. Who cares? Yeah, like, my biggest complaint about this is that you cannot replay missions. I think that would be really fun. That's one of those things that, like, you play a game and you get to replay missions and see how they play out. That shit is fun, man. Alright, we could start to buy some of this. We have the metal van braces. I think I'm going to hold off. Again, we don't need a ton. Like, as you see, the game is not that hard. We'll just pay 100. It's fine. I'm lazy. If you're watching Johnny English, yeah, I'll try to do that. Yeah, you have to have certain compatibility with Pieces of Eden to use them. Like, it's kind of hinted at in this game, and then it's later literally directly confirmed in future games. You absolutely have to have genetic predisposition to use a Piece of Eden correctly. Otherwise, it just fucks with you. You can't actually use its power correctly. In the same way that only certain people really unlock the true potential of the Animus. Like, anyone could get inside the Animus and experience their ancestors' lives, but they don't care about random dudes who lived and died and didn't do anything in their lives. What we care about is this clandestine war that's been happening for centuries. So that's why we only really care about a handful of people that ever even hop inside the Animus. Alright, let's upgrade this. 5,000. 5,000. But we're not done yet. Could Eden pieces be said to have a mind of their own? To my knowledge, they don't. However, there's a whole bunch of plot lines that will come into play. We'll get to those in later games. Because it does come up in 4, exactly what you're talking about. It's hard to believe this series is like 16 mainline entries or some shit. It's a lot. I remember when this was just number 3, because Bloodlines existed at this point. I think Bloodlines was the 2008 release, and this was the 2009 release. But Bloodlines is a PSP game. Alright, here we go. We're going to buy all this art. This further increases the value of Monteriggioni. I believe you can even see some of these paintings. Oops. Alright. I think we have to go to each city. Each city has different things on sale. So let's go ahead and buy some other art. Yeah, see how it's pretty good. It's a pretty good increase. So let's actually really quickly go back to Florence and back to Tuscany and see how much we could buy. And then that's going to be where we end for today. Since now all the money we make from the villa can go towards straight upgrades. So from here on out, what sequence are we on? Sequence 6, I think. Honestly, that would probably be the worst part of this collection, is that they did not add mission replay. That's probably the number one critique I could have for this, is that there's no mission replay. Yeah, so like every piece of Eden has a pre-built like function that it performs, and it just does it. They're tools. You could think of them as just sentient tools, I guess would be the best way to talk about it without fully going into it. They're or maybe not even sentient, sorry. They're preset tools. Again, this is a 2009 game. The plotline wasn't as developed, or I guess you could also argue as convoluted. So a lot of this is not... It gets drawn on way later. Baptism of Christ. Oh, Lord, it's expensive as shit. Well, there goes all my money. 20? Wow, no one likes this one. The Portrait of a Musician. They were like, yeah, fuck that guy in particular.
Don't forget to send your friends.
Very nice. Plus 500. Okay. Oh, yeah, you could upgrade these. I totally forgot about this. Holy shit. I forgot you could upgrade pouches from the tailor. So yeah, there's different colors that you could dress up in. Bonus skin. I think these... Is this like... Where the fuck is this from? Bonus skin. I think this is the Revelation colors. I think they added it into this game. But I'm not gonna dye my clothes. There's no. It's purely cosmetic. It does not change any gameplay. It's purely cosmetic. Well, I don't have enough to go to Tuscany and really buy anything else, so I think we'll just go ahead and we'll go to Venice. When he was in Angelo and didn't appear until 5. Yeah, basically. Still have to play 5. That's next. Once I get back and Gundam Otaku and I really like work things out, like our timing and everything, we are absolutely gonna play DMC4 to completion. It's gonna take no time at all because I'm playing on Devil Hunter and I have a fully maxed out Nero. I actually fully maxed it out on the playthrough part. It'll like I keep telling him we'll do it, and then what? The mountains? Why do I not remember this? In a chase, the money slows down pursuers. What is it, caltrops? All right, maybe we wait here for next time. I think that's like a good cutoff point then, since they give us this. So we're about like halfway through most of this, as you can see. Like a lot of this is kind of getting there. So Rocky Road. We got about halfway. We're about like halfway through the game, roughly. The only thing that we really need to do are the feathers, for sure. And then there's apparently a lot of assassination missions. Alright. They trip over the guys going... Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, maybe they're like half looting. And half of them are like, man, I don't get paid enough to chase assassins around all day. Maybe I should, let me loot a little bit of coin while I do this, you know? The boss isn't gonna find out or anything, you know? Like, come on. Alright, well, here's the plan. Tomorrow we will play Rise of Ronin again, since we never really get to play it. And then, as I said before, we will now move Assassin's Creed to be back-to-back. It'll be Friday and Saturday, okay? These streams run long. This is only 2.5 hours. But, yeah, that's why we're going to move it. So, Friday, I watched Toonami at 5. I kind of have it on in the background, just muted for like 6 to 7. So maybe we start at 6 and we run to 9. And then, what else? Saturday, we could just do it whenever. I think 6 to 9 is pretty good. Like 3-hour segments is not bad. So that's what I'm going to think about, right? Is that we'll do Assassin's Creed Friday, Saturday. And then that way we give the lion's share streams to Rise of Ronin. So that'll run like 7 or 8 to 12. I'm assuming I don't sleep, because I slept today before streaming. My apologies, but yeah, so that's what we'll do, okay? It makes a little bit more sense to have back-to-back Assassin's Creed days and back-to-back Rise of Ronin, as opposed to alternating, I feel. It's just something I'm kicking around in my head. Maybe it'll make a little more sense that, like, we play it one day, we play it the next day. We play it one day, we play it the next day, all right? As opposed to back and forth. Now, if anyone has a scathing non-support of that idea, please feel free to let me know, right? Totally open to feedback. I think Ash, without speaking on her behalf, I think she would probably enjoy Rise of Ronin on double days as opposed to back-to-back, kind of getting weird or whatever. So tomorrow we will play Rise of Ronin, and then after that we will change the schedule, is what I'm thinking. Tuesday, Final Fantasy and Resident Evil, assuming I'm not tired for Resident Evil. I might. I'll see. Hopefully not. Wednesday, we will play Fallout. Thursday will be the new mystery playthrough. It's not a new game. It's an old game, but I think it'll be good. You know, I think people will enjoy it. And that's it. That's the streaming schedule until something else gives out. Then, because I have postponed it for so long, and I don't know if Ash has heard me when I said this, I will be playing Avatar. I will be putting Avatar on the Thursday block, potentially. Or maybe at that point, I will move an Assassin's Creed stream out to Thursday, because I know that's like a Devon day. We'll see how that works out, right? Until something kind of gives out. We'll see what's going on. Okay. Because Assassin's Creed will be done with pretty quickly. It's not like a huge deal, so. Alright, I want to thank everyone who joined us on the stream today. Y'all made this stream one of the highest viewer streams I've had. And of course, talking single digits, but I'll still respect it. I love it, man. Thank you all. We had a lot of people come out to play this. or to watch this stream. I appreciate it. So Devin, Viv, Narg, I saw Grand Soren was here earlier, Fu Manchu, Ash, Chris Lyons, thank you for showing up. Casey Smith. We had a lot of people show up for this stream. It's actually a really great time to see so many people all come out for the nostalgia stream. I like it. That's why I actually think that instead of making a second playthrough of this game, it's actually a little better to do it as a stream. I just think people come out, you know, it's more nostalgic that way, I guess. So, thank you all. I know it's the beginning of December. We only have 30 days left in the year after today. Actually, technically, it's December 2nd already. So, what a year it's been. Hopefully next year we could be a little bit better about, well, I could be a little bit better about my content and do more stuff, okay? All right. Am I playing this PS4 anytime from now until Friday? Yes, I'm playing Fallout, so we are actually done. Let me save and quit. And, yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for Rise of Ronin, okay? So thank you all for showing up. Much appreciated. And, y'all have a good start to your week. Peace out. Enjoy. Yeah.